it appears on review, which is why I have this up, that the orientation looks like it's the wrong way. Oh dear. Let's see. Da 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 da. Do, 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 da, 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 dum. Da, da, da. Let me see if I can fix that. Sorry, guys. Hang on just a sec here. Sorry for the wild ride, y'all. I don't know if anyone's in here yet, but we will see. Okay, let's try that. Hello and welcome to Kelsey Lee Music's live stream. Each Thursday night I do something kind of fun, and this week I am just making sure, oops, I have got this whole angle wrong. This is funny. Sorry guys, hang on just a sec. User error. Dun, 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 da, da, da. No, that looks funky. Sorry. Let's see if this works better. Let me know in the chat how the view is. I'm not sure. This is a new arrangement I'm trying tonight. Let's see if that's good. I'm going to go ahead and turn the chat on. How are we all doing tonight? Or on the replay, how are you doing? Oh man, you know, I'm almost tempted to try this again. Da, 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 da. Ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. Da, da, dum. Gonna open this in browser. Hey there, Bill. Otherwise, AKA Dad. Hey there, Derek. Good to see you. And Derek says there's a cord in the way. Let's see. Did I fix the cord? Oh, it's in the bottom right of the screen. Sorry, guys. This is funny. I'm trying a different streaming app, and it is a little bit different with like the depth of field that it provides. Man, this is funny. Oh, this is 101, how to DIY all of this. Oh my gosh. This is definitely a DIY tonight. Can you tell? Hi guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start here. And I may tweak a couple things as we go. We'll see. Hey, there's Zach. Good to see you. And just to let you guys know, if you want to comment and you're on Facebook, you're going to need to comment in my piano live stream. So if you're on my personal Facebook page for whatever reason, I don't think I'll be able to see that. But I'll I'll try to remember to keep taking a look back at my personal page once in a while to see if somebody is commenting, but I don't think I'll be able to actually respond to comments live if, let's see. Nuts. Ba 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 ba. Oh. Okay, Mom, you're heading over to Kelsey's Pianist page. Thanks. If anybody is in my personal Facebook chat, let me know, because I want to see if maybe we can get that syndicated, because I'm using one app called Restream that should syndicate 4 different places. I'm streaming to my Facebook group, Kelsey Lee Cate Pianist. I'm streaming to my personal Facebook page, YouTube, and Twitch. And I'm trying to get all of these comments in one place that I can see. So here's hoping that I'll be able to do that and see everybody's comments. But as we begin here, I just hope that you all are doing well, that you are having a great week. And I have to say, I'm very grateful that we did not have a crazy scorcher in Seattle like they were predicting again this week. Super glad for that. And let's see. You know, I wonder if maybe I actually can see comments now in the perfect, in everywhere. Derek, camera needs to move left to my right. Oh, yes, you're right. Thanks, Derek. I'm gonna do that. Here we go. Okay, maybe that'll help. Takes a village, y'all. All right, so I'm going to start by playing, just kind of improvising a little bit, and we'll see where we land tonight. Hi, Dylan. Good to see you. Thank you so much for hanging out, y'all. Hope you're doing what brings you joy tonight. And if you are, some people actually say that as we're hanging out in the live stream, they like to journal and write stuff. And I gotta say, I actually, like this week, have returned to the old school way of, at least it's been old school for me because I've been Google Calendars for a while. And I just started again using an old school notebook, and I have bookmarked it to have like the monthly goals in there, and then the week, what that looks like, and then breaking down into daily. And it feels good to be back, paper and pen and writing all over everything. And there's a nice place for all of the crazy thoughts in my mind. You guys, I have so many Post-it notes. I have got to stop with the Post-it notes. I used to. I'm actually getting better at this, but I would have them all over my desk, all over my computer, with all random ideas and thoughts and blah. So I'm getting better at that. And anyhow, so I'm working on enjoying that process of getting organized and then having that flow. Hey, babe. I know my tech guy is here. I've actually tried, this is with Streamlabs, and if you pull out the camera angle, or this is about as far as I can go out. I'm just not going to worry about it tonight. Thank you though. I'll fix the camera angles with a little better next time. Sorry guys, but this is the best for tonight. So anyway, so that's what I've been up to, getting more organized and having all of the things figured out. And Derek, you're saying you're doing finances. Yeah, doesn't bring much joy. You know, my husband is a weird one who actually likes organizing finances, which I'm grateful for. He loves spreadsheets and numbers, but I much prefer not having as crazy of a system. I would be kind of writing all the stuff down on a list, but he's got these cool Excel sheets. Shout out to those of you who enjoy Excel. I appreciate that. And Derek, you're also saying get past the Post-it notes. Get the Post-it notes app on your phone and scan them. Oh, that's a cool idea. I didn't know that was even a thing. Wow, right on. Well, hi Dylan, good to see you. And Zach, great to see you here. Who else do we have live? This is cool to be able to see all these numbers of people joining in. Let's see. If you are in the chat, tell me where you're watching from if you're on Facebook, just so I can see. If you are watching on my personal Facebook page, let me know. And if you're in the Facebook group, so that I can see if I can see your comments in both places at the same time. So that would actually help me out. Excuse me if we do that. Hi Masa, good to see you. Hey Jenny, hello. Thank you. Hi, Sherry. Ooh, you're ironing. Very nice. Very cool. And Dad, oh, this is fun, you guys. So if you missed last week's live stream, I did a special event that I'm starting to do on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month called Create Like You Live. And this last week, my dad was my very first Create Like You guest, and we went over to his pottery studio, and he took us around and he showed us soup to nuts, or I suppose clay to thrown pot, how you actually throw something. And then after the live stream, he actually taught me how to throw, and I'd say he did probably 80% of the work. Is that about right, Dad? And we made this little thing together. And so if you want to look up on my Facebook or my Instagram content, you can see little flashbacks from that, which is really fun. And you can actually also watch the replay here in Facebook or on the YouTube channel under past live streams to last week. So that was really fun. And Dad did a great job. He's great in front of the camera. And Grandma, you're on Facebook. Hey, Graham, love you. Hey, Grandpa, hope you guys are having a great night. And Makiko, cool, you're on the pianist page. Mom's on the pianist. Aw, thanks, Jenny. Yeah, the bowl was kind of cool. It was like fluted something. I don't know exactly what I'm going to put in there yet. We shall see. Cool. Well, I'm going to do something in E minor. I'm kind of feeling, I might do Anchor. We'll see. Kind of feeling like a deeper color mood. Somehow I ended up in B minor. Cool. I'm seeing both people say they can see the stream from personal and private, so that's a good sign. Thank you for doing that, friends. I appreciate it. You all are my production crew tonight. So in case you're curious, just for fun, we have one person watching on Twitch. I want to say hey to those of you who are on Twitch. And you're welcome to say hey in the chat if you want. I'd love to know who you are and where are you watching from. And on YouTube here, I have 4 friends watching. Dad, how's it going glazing? It'd be fun to see. If you post a picture, I'd love to share it. And I can also pop it in our Facebook group so people can see what you've been up to. It sounds like he's actually starting his first official glazing, right? And then you said you're going to fire him again? So I'll bet you some of the things that we saw in the live stream last week are actually going to be glazed. It'd be kind of fun. Anyway, so we have 4 on YouTube. And then let's see, I have, oh, this is cool. Hey, Annie Kath. Love you. Good to see you. So we have 3 on my pianist Facebook page and then 5 on my personal Facebook. Wow, that's super fun. Right on, right on, right on. What are you up to tonight, Annie Kathy? Glazing is more fun than finances. Yes. Sorry, Derek. I agree. I agree. But does music help you to focus on the finances? Maybe I shouldn't try talking to you while you're working. Sorry. Oh, cool. You know what? That last song I played, for those of you who don't know, is called Anchor. And that's from my album called Poema, Stories from the Piano, in case you were curious. And that was actually one of the songs, and whenever I play it, it feels like a feeling of home. I always feel like I am going home when I'm playing in E minor. It's like a crunchy, lots of notes in that one chord. Very home, and then I add a little bit of extra meat in the bass. It's just yummy. Man. That's actually why I called it Anchor, was because it just feels like such an anchoring melody. So close to that tonic note in music. In piano theory is you have the 2nd, the 3rd, minor 3rd, 4th, 5th, and then the 7th. Anyway, so if you're curious, that's what it is. It's a crunching kind of sound. A little jazzy there. Anyway, that's why I named it that, in case you were curious. And Derek, oh, you need friends. I see. Man. Who actually enjoys doing finances, except for David Cate? I haven't really met anybody that actually enjoys doing that. Okay, Dad, we'll wait on the pics. Sounds good. Annie Kathy says, I am her background music as she's submitting her timesheet. Oh, cool. You appreciate the culinary descriptions. Crunchy, yeah, for sure. I even think maybe I should call this like a deep Merlot. Then that would be what this would be. Hey, Michael, welcome to the club tonight. Welcome to my virtual living room. More so. David Cate, when things are in the black, that's right. Mikiko, you call your husband a walking calculator. Wow, that's nice. I was with friends yesterday and my phone went off. A little text, and it was this little ditty here, and can you guess whose text tone it was? the very thought of you. I don't know why I'm speaking in French accent. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. But that is the ringtone when my husband texts me, and I've had that as his text tone since basically I met him. I was actually looking through pictures today back from 2018 and 2017, and we met November. We actually met on a dating app. I don't know how many of you know that. It's a fun story, but we met in November, and we used the dating app Coffee Meets Bagel, and we chatted very briefly on there and then met in person. I like to call it actually a meetup. He calls it our first date. That's always the debate there. Actually, let me know if you are on a first meet when you're meeting somebody for an online dating connection. Is it a date to you, or is it a meetup? I'm curious to know what you think. And so we met and started dating very quickly and decided that we wanted to get married just a couple months later, and then we got married the following July. And we have a lot of fun little nuances to our story. And anyway, so it's fun. I love playing that little ditty whenever I'm playing, because it just reminds me of all those moments. It's like I have a Rolodex of memories going through my mind as I play that song. Anyway, kind of fun little behind the scenes for you. And anyway, yeah, we're actually celebrating our 3rd anniversary at the end of this month, the 28th. And we have a really fun announcement that I'll save for a little bit later toward the 28th, but I'm really excited about. No, it's not a kid, don't you all think? Because I know I'll get a lot of comments about that. But we have a very fun announcement that we'll share at that time. So anyhow, yes. So just looking at the chat here, Jenny says that she'll do finances, but she prefers the piano. Yes, that would be my preference too, friend. Oh, Annie Kathy says, happy birthday a few days early, you almost 30-year-old. Thank you. That's right. I'm turning 30 on Sunday. New decade and lots of new fun stuff coming down the pipe. And I'm really grateful for being in this place in life. And people are asking me already, how does it feel to be almost 30? And I don't know. What else did you guys? I remember my mom's 30th birthday, actually. I remember, and I was probably 8, right, Mom? 8? Yeah, 8 or 9. And I remember her taking us all. We went to the fair, the Puyallup Fairgrounds, and then we went back to our house, and Dad had a whole surprise party for her with a bunch of friends from church. I remember that. And I was 8, and my brother I was probably 9, actually, if it was her 30th birthday. And anyway, and here I am turning 30, and no kids at all yet to speak of, but very grateful for all of the things happening. And in fact, an announcement for those of you who normally tune into my Thursday live streams, this next Thursday night, David and I are going actually on a marriage retreat with our church. So I'm going to be sharing the very first interview that I've had on Create Like You. And for those of you, if this is maybe the first time you've heard of it, I'm starting a podcast called Create Like You. And it is a podcast to share and celebrate inspiration and creativity. And I interviewed a wonderful friend of mine who's a pianist named John Albert Thomas. And we talked about creativity and inspiration, and it was really cool. So I'm going to actually share that link to that conversation that he and I had. It'll be a YouTube video that you can watch, and eventually I'm going to be having all of these interviews available on Spotify, podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. I'm still figuring all that out. But anyway, I'm really excited to share that with you. And in lieu of a live stream next Thursday night, I would love to know what you think of watching the interview. I'd love your comments, your feedback, your tips. Any questions that you wish that I would have asked, so I can ask him maybe in a future episode. And anyway, I'm just excited to share that with you. So that will be next Thursday afternoon. I'll share that link to the YouTube video so you can take a look. And I will look forward to seeing you the following Thursday. And oh, Michael, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Love it when you drop by. Makiko, you loved turning 30, huh? Wow. That's cool. What did you love about turning 30? I would love to know. Yep, okay, Mama. Yeah, I was 9 on your 30th. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I remember walking up to the house and being so excited because Dad whispered that we had some friends surprising us, and that was very fun. I think that was one of the main surprise parties I remember that we did growing up. So yeah, and also just to reiterate for those of you who maybe have just dropped in after the last couple weeks, my first and third Thursday of the month, I'm doing a live stream like this. And then the second and fourth Thursday of the month, I'm starting to do Create Like You stuff. So I'm sharing live streams with creative artists, which is really fun. And then I'm starting to also share interviews that I've done with really amazing people who are doing art, being creative in many different ways. And my hope is to always inspire you to create like you, to get out there and to discover how you are uniquely and innately created to be creative. And so if you have in mind anybody that you would like me to connect with and maybe would enjoy sharing their story with me, I would love it if you'd connect us together. So part of my heart with what I want to do with Create Like You is actually promote other people and to have my audience here get to know other artists. And it doesn't have to be just music. It can be art, dancing, culinary arts, architecture. There's so many, fashion, you name it. There's a whole bunch of different ways that we can be creative. And also home decor, home organization is an art. So I encourage you to think outside the box and think of people who you know that are purposefully creating art, doing something with their passion, and maybe they even have a podcast or they're writing a book, whatever. Just want to kind of get those creative thoughts going in you. And if there's someone that you'd like me to meet, I would love that. And there's going to be some really neat stories ahead. I can already tell. And Mikiko said 30 when she's saying it was turning 30 was the marker where people stopped asking me what I wanted to do as a career. Oh, that's funny. And you'd already been working in your career for about 8 years. Huh, interesting. Ah, yeah, that is interesting. So, like, did you wear a hat saying I'm 30 on it? So, like, people knew that you're 30 and you were in your career? How did that work? I have people asking me, what do you do all the time? And it changes every time someone asks me. Oh, great. I'm going to play something else. Kind of calm, but kind of sassy. I played at Canlis for the first time again this last week. First time in person to play without a mask. It was glorious. Nora Jones. You know, I don't tend to share this enough, but there is a page, and I'll put it right here. Thanks, Ginny. She says, just beautiful. Thank you, dear. I have a website called kelseyleemusic.com, and if you visit that, kelseyleemusic.com/live, and I'll put that there in the chat for you, there's actually a page on there, or there's a little message that I've written to everybody that kind of explains what I'm doing on this live stream, because I think it's nice to have a little bit of an updated explanation, and I updated it today, so it's actually new. And there's also a place to add a tip in there, and if you want to, you're so welcome to do that. And I don't stress that enough, or I don't talk about it because I don't want it to seem like that's why I'm here, but I also realize that it's a nice thing to mention. So there is an opportunity to tip, and I'll tell you, this week, actually, on Sunday is my birthday, but Saturday, David and I are actually going out to dinner. So if you want to think of maybe helping contribute to our dinner, and this feels so funny to say this, but I think it's actually kind of fun. So if you want to help take us out to dinner on Saturday night, we're going to a fun place. It's an Italian restaurant I've not been to before, and so you're welcome to do that. And some people have asked me what we're doing. We're hanging out. We're going to church that day, and we are gonna hang out with my family that night and just celebrate and hang out, because we don't see our family enough, and it's fun to just David says he'll pitch in. Thanks, babe. His offices are on the other side of my wall here. That's funny. Love you. Actually, I'll play something next for you. I haven't played this in a while. Let's see. I'll do it in. Let's do it in F sharp minor. Something different. Well, we have reached the 9 o'clock hour, and I'll play one more song here as a way to say thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And I also wanted to say this coming Saturday afternoon from 1 till 5 p.m., I'm going to actually be playing live in the Bellevue area. If you're in the Seattle area particularly, and you want to come say hi, I'd love to see you. So I'm playing at the Bellevue Square Mall, and I'll be there from 1 to 5 at the main piano. And there's a lot of people that actually I happen to bump into, and I think we'll still be wearing masks for now, so I won't be able to see you like this and smile. I might pull it down and say hello. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to being there. In this last week, last Saturday, I was at Canlis Restaurant, and I played for 4.5 hours, which is a lot longer than I normally do at one stint. But it was really fun. Great to see people, and there's a couple different groups of folks, and they had all been there. The bartender told me that they all had waited at their computers at that particular day to be able to reserve a spot. It was like when the page refreshes and you hit refresh and you get first in line. There have been some 500 people that have been waiting to get in to dine there and to be able to be in person. So it was really fun to be in that environment where everybody's so happy to be there, to be together, to celebrate, and to share music live was such a treat. And it just feels so good to be getting back into sharing live music. And I probably will do the same thing that I've done before, where I stick the phone inside the piano at Bellevue Square, and I have this lapel that I actually stick inside the piano, and so that I can actually share music with you there too, and which is really fun. So anyhow, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I'm going to just send you out with another one of mine just for fun. And and Grandma, sorry, I forgot to respond to your comment there. She's talking, when she says such a special night that was, she's talking about our wedding, David's and mine, and our anniversary is coming up at the end of this month on the 28th. And I actually recorded a version of All of You by John Legend for us to dance to, which was really fun. And my sisters played on it, violin and cello, and it was really special. So toward our wedding anniversary, I'll actually share the YouTube link to our wedding video, and you can hear that arrangement if you want in the video. So anyhow, Jenny, I see that you'll say you'll be there in spirit. My dear, it'll be fun to see you in the chat there. And I'll probably actually try doing restreams, so I'll be able to be in multiple different places at once, which is pretty cool. So thanks again for hanging out. Have a lovely night, and without further ado, unspoken prayer. Hey Mark, good to see you. is on my album Poema, Stories from the Piano, and if you go onto my website, you can listen to that song anytime you want. You can stream it. It's on any of those main streaming platforms, and that album so far is the only thing that I have up, but stay tuned for some new stuff coming perfectly quite soon. Very excited about that. And Mark and Jenny Holland, thank you so much for hanging out. Glad you got back safe from Montana. Hope you had a great trip, and always great to see you guys here in the chat. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Oh, and I hear a kitty. Willow. I don't think she wants to say hello. All right, y'all. I will see you next time, and I'm so grateful that you hung out with me tonight. God bless you, and I hope you do something that freaks you out of your comfort zone this week, that inspires you to create like you. And if you ever want to tag me in a post sharing something that you've done, maybe it's something you've recorded or painted or created, or if there's like a timesheet that you're especially fond of or whatever, I would love to see and celebrate that with you. All right, create like you. See you next time.